Five Night Gamers, welcome back to the Ultra Space Time Podcast, episode 69, the funny number. The one that dies today is you. And as always, before we start, Twitch Prime is not a crime, so make sure to check us out. Make sure to leave us your support if you want to give us your free Prime sub and support the stream. If you're over on YouTube, make sure to follow us over on Twitch, on Twitter. And if you are on Twitch, check out our link tree. It's in chat right now. With that said, today we are joined by the one and only Swift. What's up, dude?
Yo, what's good?
And on top of that, we have the one and only Team Potassium all the way, Battlemore. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm doing really well, especially on this topic and especially in the podcast number. Ha ha ha.
I just want to... All right, that's it for this week. We'll see you next time. Asdik, what can you possibly say after in that intro?
I'm vibing with battle. I'm not gonna lie. I had the same sentiment.
Damn. I want to go even more. CBG, please rescue the CBG.
Any rescue? I'm down too. I'm down with Asdik, bro.
No.
I'm down with Asdik, bro. I'm down with Asdik.
If you're down with Asdik, you're down bad.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll be down bad together.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, at least it can't get any worse, right? So today our topics will be obviously LF Bardock. It will be the banner. We'll talk about Zenkai 21 and a little bit of what they revealed in the video and stuff. Actually, just came up with one more thing. So we're going to talk about choose the next featured character. What would you choose if you could? What do we expect from the Battle Hour next month in February? And also, what is that new game mode that they teased? So, without further ado, let's hop in. ZVG asked for being able to talk about LF Bardock. And now I'm going to hand it over. Probably going to go grab a coffee and listen. And when I come back, you're still talking. Let's go.
Yes, sir. All right, so Bardock's the first LF of 2022, and I feel like he should have been better, but he's still PP viable. Obviously, he's a LF, so they had to make him better than most units in the game. Right. I think the most underrated thing about him is the lock-in. I think the lock-in can be used effectively in a lot of scenarios where, like, the person have a vanish and they tag you or tag you, and then you can just easily rush them immediately afterwards. I think that's great. I think him needing so much time for him to ramp up is a bit dumb in my opinion, especially in a meta where a lot of these units get their damage, boom, just like that. They come into the battlefield, boom, they get damage, right? So I feel like him taking like 28 counts to reach on the field, by the way, to reach his maximum potential is a bit too long. His endurance lock-in, I feel like they really restricted it a bit too much. I feel like having the point of endurance is to have it to not let a unit die, but Bardock needs a unit to die to get his endurance. So like the two ideas are contradicting and it just doesn't work out well in the PvP sense, right? Because Bardock's LMS ability is like his green card destroying vanish, him getting type neutral on defense. All that is all nice, but it still doesn't warrant you sacrificing any other unit than Bardock in a match. Like Bardock's teams are way too top heavy. He has Super Gogeta, he has Gogeta 4, and he has Goku Vegeta on his teams. And if a Rising Rush happens, or like if they're gonna pop an ultimate, you're gonna want to sacrifice Bardock instead of any of those units. Like Bardock's the one that's gonna have to go because he is the worst of all those units, right? So I feel like him having his LMS buffs is just not good in the context that his team is so top heavy that most of the time you're gonna want to sacrifice him more than the other units. I feel like the best way that they could have fixed Bardock, quote unquote, is to make him better, restrict him to Team Bardock, and then make Team Bardock an actually good team in the game. Like drop a Sparking Tora or a Sparking Shugesh, make EX Fasha way better so that she can be the support of the team, and give them cracked out deal abilities, like something like the Hera clan that what they got on the anniversary, but just better in a sense, so that even though he'd be better, he won't be broken on Saiyans, which will promote Goku Vegeta and Super Gogeta a lot more, because Bardock's obviously a Saiyan, right? So you limit him to Team Bardock, you make him better, you make Team Bardock a good team, and then maybe we see some PvP diversity, right? But as it stands right now, his play rate is abysmal. Goku Vegeta, Super Gogeta are still running the game. He has made zero impact on the meta, in my opinion. I haven't seen him, and when I do see him, he gets one shot. So it's like it's really not that good, but I really feel like they should have really made the 2022 first LF a lot better, because we just had the festival, right? And then they released Bardock, and it's like kind of a step back, like a bit too much. Like, obviously I don't want Bardock to be broken, right? But I want him to be close to the level that we just got, the new power of level, so that for 2022 we can have an idea of how the LFs are gonna look, to see what power level they're gonna have. And Bardock just kind of disappointed me in the biggest sense, honestly. But I think he's still PvP viable. He's fine. You can win with him. But in the context of like the top units in the meta, he's just not where he should be at all.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be a different story too if they actually release better units alongside of him. Like if they actually release like a full Bardock team, or like Sparkings, right? Like full blown Sparkings.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the EXs are decent. But if they actually like Zenkai'd the old team Bardock, if they made it somewhat like of a niche team at the very least, where it's like you want them to die in a way, right, for those death buffs, I feel like it could have been a lot better. They could have took a better direction with just this unit overall, because that's just how the team Bardock works overall, right? When you look at the team Bardock units, most of them just gravitate around giving death buffs to Bardock. And so I really wish that when this Bardock got announced, I was really hoping to see something of that nature, where we got Zenkai Team Bardock, where we got just absolutely like really good supporters for Team Bardock overall. And it's just that it just really fell short overall. The banner, the unit, and you could tell like they held back on the unit specifically, even down to, I think the thing that annoys me the most is just the green card, right? The green card is, when you're using that green card, you get your vanish back. But the kicker is that only if there's a defeated battle member. So he only applies the effect if there's a defeated battle member, where he will restore his own vanishing gauge by 60%. Whereas you have a unit like Kid Buu that came out last year, where he just gets that just coming into the field, like just right at the start of the game. There's no restriction on his green card at all. He can freely get his vanish back whenever he wants, as long as he has that green card in hand. With Bardock, you cannot do that unless someone is dead, and it's very like it just sucks, right? Because it's like the main argument that I see for this guy is just like, oh, he's good as long as someone's dead. And that's pretty much the main thing. Like everyone starts off their argument with that. He's good as long as someone's dead.
But the problem is that he is the one that's going to be sacked off. Like if you get a Rising Rush and you're going to like, what are you going to sack off Gogeta or Goku and Vegeta? No, you're going to sack him off.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I think that's a fundamental issue with Bardock. Honestly, I feel like they designed him around Team Bardock, because Team Bardock is realistically the only team that he's gonna be the one to not die first, if we're being real, right?
Exactly.
But Team Bardock sucks, so it's nobody wins, right? And even if you say, okay, the leader side is the thing, right? Future Gohan's a thing. Like Future Gohan is literally a better Bardock in every sense of the word, but why would you run Bardock when you can just run, a Future Gohan who's literally better in every way, right? So I feel like, as he made a great point about units, having things without somebody dying from, last year and stuff. Like even Purple 21, Bardock's blue card, he gets up to 35% damage, I think, on his blue card, depending on how many cards he destroys. I think 21 gets to 50%? And she came out in 2019. That's just dumb. Like they're regressing with these units, man. Like it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't.
21 gets 60, and when transformed
60?
70.
60.
Damn.
And Bardock gets
double.
35 max. Insane. But I would say his ability is good.
But I can agree. Bardock has not impressed me a lot, but it's because I can see star levels that is not high. But think of this too, that the only reason why he's doing so much damage right now is because of the boost system too. And
he's boosted and he still looks mid.
But you know what?
He's feature boosted, and I did not see the damage. And I'm afraid once the boost is gone from him, he might not have that support.
But you know what's funny?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think in 2 seasons, so next season his boost is gone. Some people used him, but then season afterwards, nobody's going to use him and he's going to get Z tier buffs. Watch that. And then he's going to be really good. Because
That's true.
So who of you actually got him? Just a quick check.
I didn't even summon for him.
Fair.
Me either.
I got him.
Skip that.
I got him, man.
I did summon, but I did not get him.
What stars do you have him at, Azdik?
3 stars. I pulled him one time. I literally only had enough for 1 rotation. I only had 3,500 CC. It all went into the Bardock banner. I was able to pull him on the free step, and I was so hyped, dude. I don't even remember who I got off the ticket. It was some trash, but
Who cares?
I got Bardock. Oh yeah, exactly. I was so happy, dude. And then I played him out, and then I was like, damn, bro. It gave me PTSD when I summoned with Rose. I summoned with
exactly. I knew you were gonna say Rose, bro. I knew you were gonna say Rose.
I used him for like the first week just for content, and then he rotted in my box.
That's what happens, dude.
Too that I find kind of annoying is when people say that we shouldn't compare Bardock to like, you know, the festival LFs, and I'm just like, then who should we compare it to?
Well, he's no matter what, he's gonna get compared to what the meta is.
Exactly.
No matter
So
whatever the meta is at
to?
the time, that's what the comparison's gonna be. And people,
Should we
I agree,
compare it
people
to-
have to accept that.
Rose, should you compare him to like Gogeta Blue that came out a year? Like who should we compare him to? Like he came out immediately after we had the biggest meta shift ever in this game, and for what he is, he just it's not. They're regressing, man. Honestly, like,
Dude, compare him to Future Gohan, who released exactly a year ago, and he's still worse.
exactly. And Future Gohan is even boosted, by the way, and he's still there. Like that's just, come on, man.
Well, I feel like some of these
bro.
abilities that he has, he shouldn't even have been limited to this like last man standing type thing where an ally has to die. Like just give him endurance. Who cares? Give him permanent endurance. If you want to give him his vanish back on the green. I mean, dude, that sounds like a crazy concept, but you look at the blue boys where every time Goku lands a blue card, you're basically getting your full vanish back. And that's that's literally every single blue card that you land with the Goku on the blue boys, you're getting your vanish back. So there's units already like this in the meta. It wouldn't have been too crazy just to give him this permanently. I don't know. He just doesn't really fit. He doesn't really like flow in this meta is the best way to describe it. Like maybe there'll be one day he's better, but right now he's just not it.
I mean, we can only hope that he has like the same fate as Future Gohan. Or
yeah, and there's definitely a
comes back in
possibility. There might be
December.
a meta where he shines. Like who knows? Like 5-6 months from now.
I don't see that, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, with Ultra Gogeta and the Blue Boys, and even Trunks, I don't know. Like, who would he replace, or which team would he be? You know, like, what would they have to release for him to be good?
They would basically need to release more units like that you could just run with him, like really good units, and that's probably the only possibility of it ever happening.
Maybe.
Honestly, I think I need a unit that gives like death buffs, so that you can sack this unit off to a Rising Rush, and then Bardock profits. You know.
Yeah, like a death buff Vegeta, but built to be run with his Bardock or something like that. That'd be crazy.
I guess, yeah.
I feel like
He
they
needs
should.
he needs like a Dadku type unit.
I feel like they should focus on the anime original if they made this, because I feel like, yeah, like Bardock is back and forth with all of his support, and I feel like they can do a lot of stuff with anime original, because there are so many anime original characters that has not been released, and they can make that a thing, and yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yeah,
Else,
that'd be cool.
else I don't see Bardock anywhere.
Nah, I don't. I also don't think he's gonna be on any team, especially not with the leader slot, dude. You know, if you want to play Saiyans, you just play Saiyans with a good yellow unit like Future Han, or
Exactly. Like,
I mean, you can even just play number 1 Vegeta, different role, but you know, yellow unit.
Yep.
So
what teams do you even see him on right now?
I usually
Saiyans.
see him with either Saiyans, with Ultra Gogeta or Super Vegito, because Fusion setup instead of Majube. I do see him also in.
You mean Oob?
We don't talk about that right now, but we yeah. The teams are very, very vague, and people usually run like mono purple with just him as the only yellow unit, and I don't get it. I feel like mono purple is already stupid how they are.
Yeah, but I mean, Bardock doesn't. In my opinion, Bardock doesn't make mono purple better.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, either you run Code Goku or you run the Death Buff Vegeta, and in with both of them, you kind of have like some sort of Rising Rush control, but with him, you don't. You know, like he's still the first unit you're just gonna kill off.
Yeah. All we have to
He
do
doesn't make
is,
any team better.
Yeah. All we can do is actually wait for anything, because right now many are testing him out because he just released and the people summoned and they really want to make him shine, and I can understand that.
But they can't.
It's kind of hard.
Pretty much. It's like, okay, what are you good for? Absolutely nothing.
His animations. The animations are dope.
Animations,
That's true.
Yeah,
yes,
the
bro.
animation are top class though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I do have to say that when I'm playing Bardock, bro, I will literally actively throw the game just so I can try to get the LF. That's like one of the only units that I'll do that for, just so I can get the LF.
Yeah, his animations are sick. As to the teams, I've seen him on like, because I run into him every once in a while. It's not like every game, but here and there I'll see him. And I've seen him on a couple Saiyan setups. There was one setup, I think he was leader slot with like Majub and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, like a yellow, green setup, which was pretty nasty, I guess, to counter mono purple. But yeah, to be honest, I don't run into him that much. Like maybe 1 out of every 7, 8, 9 matches, something like that. Maybe not even that. I think a lot of
Probably
people
not.
skip this banner, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, after the festival and Ultra Gogeta, and the festival banners being there for so long with triple Z power and everything, yeah, I can understand people save.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can see it for sure, but at the same time, I think Bardock is one of those characters that just has so much support behind him, like as a whole, like just as a character, not even as a unit. That's what really gave everyone the incentive to summon on here, right? Because I'm seeing that more so than people summoning just based off of how good he is. I'm seeing a lot of people summon just based off how much they love the character, just Bardock, and how much they love his animations. So I feel like they kind of knew what they were doing there too. They're like, oh, we can make him not necessarily pull the trigger on this guy, not give him everything that he needs to make a splash in this meta, and people will still summon on him. And I think that's exactly like what had happened.
That's possible. I mean, they needed something, right, to kind of make people summon in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Bardock is that. He was that.
Well,
that thing.
at least the character Bardock, not necessarily the unit, huh?
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah. he's not needed. You don't need this unit in your box. You don't need him just period at all, but he's just so damn, he looks so good, right? Aesthetically, he's top tier.
Do you guys do you like the fact that he has the possibility of getting endurance, or do you wish it was revival? Because like, I don't know, the way I look at it is like almost every matchup is going to be blue boys, right? And he is yellow, but then, you know, once you switch to Vegeta with the blue boys, you have type advantage. And I can't tell you how many matches I've had where I'm just able to land a blue card on Bardock, and whether he has endurance ready or it's not even activated yet, either way, like if he has endurance, it's getting nullified. Just because there's so many blue boys running around. So
Yeah.
I wonder how he would have been with
boys,
like
Vegeta.
revival.
Yeah, I think he
think-
should have had revival.
I think if he had revival, then he probably transformed into a Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
And
probably
then that
why the
would have been a
problem is.
whole other.
Yeah, that actually
that
would
would
have
have been
sick.
worse for the game, honestly, because then Super Saiyan would just be even more busted.
But honestly, though, to be honest, I don't know how busted it would be, though, ZVG, just because of the fact that you're probably not. I mean, unless depending on how he's played, how his first life would be, if you are just playing for the sole intent just to get him his first life out of the way, for him to go into a Super Saiyan state, then maybe, yeah. But if we've seen it with like units like Namek Goku, he wasn't absolute. I feel like, for me personally, I don't think he's absolutely amazing right there alongside Bardock, right? Because there's that little filler, that in between time where you have to wait for Goku to actually transform. You have to swap into him, or you have to stay in with him. And so you do have like a lot of lost time right there. So I feel like it would be a little bit balanced in a way, where you couldn't get those Super Saiyan buffs right out the gates. You would have to get the first life out of the way, maybe make that first life a little tanky. You know, I feel like they could have balanced it in a way, have an actual balanced Super Saiyan there. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, no, it definitely depends how they would make him, but it would be a cool concept. I was just saying that sounds like a cool idea.
I mean,
But-
Yeah.
if he had the same kit and when he's Super Saiyan, I'm afraid. Type neutrality on that is... Oof.
But yeah, either way, all I was saying was
To be fair, it's only
I
on
just
defense,
noticed
to be fair.
whether he has endurance or not, it just gets nullified like instantly. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yep. And so many ults and units nullify it. Whereas at least revival is uncancelable. You can, you know, cock it a little bit by making him come back with less HP, but at least you have revival. You know, you still have it.
To keep the fight going. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't
for sure.
lose the unit completely. So I think revival would have been better, even if he comes back at 70% HP or something. Still better than just, you know, nullification.
Yeah, I agree.
But ZVG, I got one more question for you, since I think you guys talked about it. We made a video about it, but tell us, what are your favorite equips on this guy? And any good? Or are his equips pretty limited?
It's pretty limited. I'd go with the anime original Saga Splat, the Pure Blast for Saiyans, and like Battle of Saiyans on it, honestly, is what I would rock. Those three.
Which one is the Pure Blast for Saiyans again?
I have no idea what it's called.
It has like
let me go
Goku's
see.
side profile on it.
It's
Yeah.
under the Awakened equip.
Oh, this one. Oh, is it Hurry Up Vegeta? Yeah, Hurry Vegeta.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's that. His options are so limited, and most of them are so trash. So let's go with the plat, the Pure Blast for Saiyans, and Battle Saiyans to make it a little bit more tanky.
Yep.
Yeah, makes sense. So we got this one, the Ultimate or Awakened Man. I cannot speak. Platinum Equip, which gives him Strike and Blast Attack, 35% Strike Attack, 35% Blast Attack. And Battle of Saiyans to make him tanky, and he gets damage against Saiyans with that too, right?
Oh, wait, damage?
And no, it was
damage
defense.
was tanky.
Man.
Yeah.
Defense against Saiyans, you're right. Strike defense, and then blast or strike defense against Saiyan, and hey, HP. Yep. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much the only viable build in your opinion, or?
Yep. Yep. I don't see any other viable build for him, honestly, for being real.
Damn.
Or probably Tin Man if you want to give him like Pure Strike. I don't know, but then either Tin Man or the Pure Blast of Saiyans. But I go with the Pure Blast of Saiyans.
Which one was Tin Man?
Tin Man is one
here.
with,
The one with Vegeta's 5 head.
Yeah. Yeah. On it, yeah.
But that
Which
gives
gives,
like pure strike attack.
10%. Yeah, exactly. So if you want Pure Strike, because Saiyans is a strat-based team. Bardock's the one who blast-based units on that team if you're gonna run him on it. So yeah.
Yeah, but he's a range type. I mean, his stats are kind of
Exactly.
close, but still not really the best, I guess. I guess that's anything else you guys want to say about this Bardock, or should we move on to his banner?
I feel like everything has been said.
Well,
Yeah.
then let's move on to his banner, and I think I'm going to give the word to somebody who skipped it, which I think is also quite good, because then you can actually tell us why you skipped it, and tell us your thought process, Swift.
For sure. So I was actually hype when I saw it was Bardock. I am a Bardock fan. Like, I'm not like super fan, but I like Bardock. So I was pretty like tempted to summon. I was just gonna wait and see how good he was. So part of the reason I skipped was just because I didn't see him have a huge impact on the meta. And the other reason was like the banner didn't really seem too tempting to me. I mean, you got Bardock, you got the LF Purple Cell, which really isn't that meta defining. Full Power Frieza, and then you got like a bunch of older LFs, Namek Goku, Ape Vegeta, Goten. Like, there's really nothing too crazy here. And then when you're talking about regular Sparkings, there's nothing too crazy either. So I just didn't really see too much value here. If like we've kind of already said, if you're a Bardock fan, then there's obviously nothing wrong with summoning on this. If you like the unit, you like the animations, then by all means go for it. But it just wasn't for me personally. I'm kind of, well, number one, I don't have much CC right now to begin with, but I'm kind of just saving what I have, waiting for something else, possibly got some God Key hype or either that or just going to save to anniversary, something like that. But kind of just going in full saving mode. But as for the banner, I don't know. There is a pity system, which is nice. I noticed that the tickets on the pity system still give you the boosted like 1200 Z power drop or whatever, which is cool, I guess. But yeah, for me personally, I wasn't really it. I just ended up deciding to skip it. Did you guys end up summoning?
Nah, and the banner is ass.
What do you mean? It has red Majin Vegeta and green Super Baby Vegeta on it. Best units in the game.
Grade
The
A
banner is so
Vegeta,
diluted.
ZBG's favorite unit.
The banner freaking has Cell And Ape Gita, dude, the moment I saw Senate Ape Gita, I was like, yes, Banner's dog shit. Full Power Frieza was just on the 1800 Z power banner, so why is he already back? Namek
So was
Goku,
Maju.
Full Power Frieza, Goten, nah, bench, not really meta. Then you got Bardock, who's not even that great. Like, the banner just ass, man. Like, skip this. Do it on some money, bro. Don't be like Azdi, like I said in my own video. Don't be like Azdi, bro. Save your CC, man. This banner is just disappointment, bro.
Don't be like Azdik or me.
Yes, don't be like Ponzi that's spending 23K. Hell nah.
Wait, you spent 23K on
Damn.
I
this?
just
Pop?
wanted the Legends Limited Z Power. What do you want from me?
That's copium. That he wanted Bardock. Okay, guys, he wanted Bardock, but he got shafted, so he's coping.
What are you talking about? I got him in my first summoning video, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go until I get the multi Z power from Pity. If I get more on the way, that's great. If not, I got multi Z power. So, you know,
Damn, must be nice.
rationalizing,
Damn.
rationalizing. Also, ZVG
get-
meeting 3 right now.
Wait, Palm, did
Bet,
you get any
that's
revival
fine.
Gohans?
And you what?
I did not.
Oh, you mean the green garbage? Oh, dude, that unit is so bad, bro. Oh my god.
What do you
dude,
mean?
that's
He's
all-
so good in
worst
TOP.
revival. Is he
TOP.
actually?
Yeah, he's actually pretty good in TOP.
Also, well, one thing, so two things I want to say, right? I like the fact that the LF banners, hopefully the LF banners monthly are going to be 20% rate and 2 times Z power, because the regular 600 ain't gonna work out anymore. Like, that's just dead. And
Yeah.
number 2, I do like the fact that there is going to be dailies on the banner after it leaves, but I don't like the fact that the banner's only up for like 2 weeks.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
The step up.
Is it here
So-
for 2 weeks, or does it change after 2 weeks?
Well, it changed after 2 weeks, right? But you want me to like get the steps anymore? Is what
Yeah.
Dude, honestly though, I
But
really like
I
that
do
move a
appreciate.
lot.
I do appreciate the fact that they did include dailies after the step up leaves. I do like that a lot.
Yeah. So if you truly want to summon on this banner, what I would personally do, if you don't have Bardock still, is you just do your 1 rotation on here. And that's just maybe. That's like a hard maybe do your 1 rotation on here. And then just do your dailies, right? Dailies more than often, at least for me. I mean, you do have to get lucky, right? It's just all RNG. Dailies do come in clutch sometimes, man. So
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
having that opportunity right there, it's huge.
That's pretty much the same strategy as with All-Star banners.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Bro, I'll never forget the night that Clapku came out. I spent 20K on his banner, got shafted, and then the next day I pulled him on a daily. So
That feels so
you
bad,
You
right?
never know, bro. You never know, bro.
Yeah, dude, that feels insanely bad. I think. I remember. I think I had the same thing with the Green Bardock back when. I was when he came out with the Pod Freezer. I got like 20K CC. I got nothing, and then I got him on my birthday in a daily. That was pretty. I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like a bittersweet feeling.
I mean, it's the same as when you're getting a unit that you wanted after like 50K or something.
Right.
And then you're just asking yourself, well, was that worth it? The answer
Probably
has to be
not.
yes. Otherwise, you're going to just jump out the window. But yeah, I mean, I also think it's the one thing that they still didn't give us back with the step ups was like the double rates step. I feel like they could do that again. Even though everybody says it's a scam when they had it on the Gogeta banner, even though I think I got most of my Gogetas on that step. But in total, I feel like this is one more thing they could just add back to increase the quality a little bit. And I still hate the fact that they didn't, release any new sparkings. And yeah, let's just wait for the next All-Star banner to be like sparking Fasha and sparking, whatever, Team Bardock. Like sparking
Dude, I actually have
Borgos.
high hopes. I actually have high hopes for All-Star banners. I don't know why. I just have a weird feeling like we're actually gonna see some good All-Star units.
Honestly, the festival units the festival banners made me think differently about All-Stars, bro. Because I honestly, I feel like I won't spit on any All-Star banner at all because they're gonna be featured in the step-ups anyway.
Yeah,
To me personally, so
it's just gonna take
But
a
yeah.
little bit for them to
each their own.
pull up there. Like probably not in the next step up, but maybe afterwards or 2 later.
That is true. Like I didn't even summon for Majub, and I got that dude like red 5 at this point. So that's definitely true. You can just wait a little bit and get copies later.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, shall we move on? Because I'm anticipating another passionate rant or maybe just monologue. So next up, Zenkai 21, and I'm not gonna say anything else. Battle of War, take it away.
Yes. Okay, let's talk about this. Android 21. No one expected her to get a Zenkai. Like, holy moly. Dude, when she is transformed, she has 4 stats that is the highest in the game once she's transformed.
Wait, 4? Which ones?
4.
Aside from strike attack.
She has health, because she has equal health as one of the units that is the highest. I checked. She has also the most strike defense and blast defense, equal to the Android 16. I was like, really? You that tanky? How? That's what I was thinking. I was like, By the way, you cannot fully comprehend on the DBC space because they removed the transforming.
Yeah, because because it's Zenkai and transforming, so you can only have one of them. Apparently, the way the site is right now.
So I checked in game, and she has the most equal HP as the Zenkai Piccolo, Blue Piccolo. That is the highest HP in the game. That is 2.8. She has the most base strike attack in the game. Like, she surpasses Caulifla by far.
I saw that strike attack. That strike attack was crazy.
Yeah, and her defense are equal to Android 16. I was like, that's a defense type. Okay. Very good. Like, holy moly. And she heals every time too. Dude, she can tank if she wants. Her abilities to do everything is just insane. Like, she can do insane combos. And with the power of a main ability by transforming, it helps. Like, you heal more. They increased the timer count by 20, so it's 80 timer counts now. Also, she does gain a strike whenever she appears on the field. Like, it's insane. I have tested her in so many different teams. It's going to be very interesting how to compare her. But she has the highest base strike attack. And with her ability, I really believe that they were careful when they Zenkai'd her because of her other abilities. But they still made her really good.
Dude, doesn't she reduce her own sub count by like 5 or something?
Yes, when she's transformed.
Yeah, that alone is huge, dude. That's huge. Dude, I wonder if this is kind of like off topic, but I wonder if they're like setting up for like a dual like 17, 18 unit or something, and then Androids just comes back out on top. That'd be crazy.
On Android and Region, she's a staple just because she is a health buffer. Like, it's just crazy.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and if you have her fully Zenkai, whenever she enters the field once she's transformed, she gains 70 ki and a strike. Like, you can do so much combo with that. You can switch her out, and her sub count is reduced by 5. Yeah. Then as long as you have the combos and stuff, she can easily go back in and just continue the combo.
Yep.
She does insane amount of damage, and holy moly, because of her base and her abilities to buff her up so many times, it's crazy. It's crazy how this was so good. It's just I didn't think they would make another Zenkai that would actually surprise me. And the 21, I was excited once she was in, more than Bardock. I was like, many people was hyped by Bardock, but I was more hyped for this Zenkai 21.
Battle, what teams you've been rocking with her?
I've been rocking with the Androids, Regen, Girls Team, Powerful Opponent. I've been testing her around a lot to see what fits her the most. And I do feel like she is very good with the all 321s because of the equipment she has. Because they are both Regen and Androids, and they are pure strike equips for both of those. Like, you can have literally 3 equips just to boost everything. Because of its girls. There's Awaken equipment gives pure strike attack, like highest 6, up to like 6, 12, 18. And there is the Android equip that has the same, and there is the Regen equip that has the same. like 18 times 3.
54.
Pure strike.
Yeah, but you don't want to give her just pure strike though, right? Because
No,
I feel like you
normally
need a mix.
With her,
Normally you don't want to do that. But if you just want to have fun and see how much damage she does, interesting. But
with her, no, I was gonna say with her high base stat and obviously the bench and the Zenkai bench, I think you can run double pures on her. And
yeah,
then one
exactly.
regular
The
could-
2
yeah, 'cause she
double
has-
pure is so good on her.
She has
And-
a high enough base strike to warrant that.
Okay.
Yeah, and the combination within androids, if you have 17, like lock in with the green, you can literally copy, just continue combos. Like once you have done with her combos, you can just switch to 17, use main ability, lock them in, use blue card. Like, oh, well, I'm dead. Dude, I literally 3-carded Goku and Vegeta. And Gogeta, I did a full combo and killed him. I was like,
Yeah, her
you do
damage
more
is
damage than I
really
thought.
impressive. I think
She is amazingly good. And I'm so happy she got a Zenkai. Dude, we have been asking for her to get a Zenkai for so long. Am I right, Asti? You know, you are with me in this.
Yes. Yeah, definitely, bro. Honestly, I think the one criticism I have of this unit getting a Zenkai was I was really hoping for a brand new fighters unit, right? Because that's usually the trend that they were kind of on right here. Like every January, we would get something fighters related and still continuing, right? With this unit getting the Zenkai. And I was still really happy that they gave this unit the Zenkai because like how Battle's saying, I was waiting for it. Battle was waiting for it. ZVG, I don't know what Zenkai you were waiting for, but a lot of people were waiting for the 21 Zenkai, but I really wanted a new fighters unit overall.
Yeah, we were literally talking about it in the previous podcast. Like, if she gets a Zenkai, like me, Aztec, and Deeply was talking about it. It's like, we got the surprise we got, and it's like, yes, and she's so good too. She has 4 stats that is highest in the game, and that's crazy for me. That's really crazy. And that is when she's transformed. Though pre-transformation, she does not have the highest. But once she's transformed, oh golly, she does damage.
Well, if you guys remember, dude, when she first came out, she was everywhere in the meta. Like she kind of dominated PvP when she first came out. Her and the blue 21. Like there was a lot of, there was actually a couple really nasty setups that people were rocking back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was dominating PvP when she first came out, so it makes sense.
Yeah, though in her team, with the teams I tested, she is the strongest in androids and region. Like it's crazy how synergy she has with all of them. Also because she is a permanent bench too, even if you don't appear on her, because of her C ability, HP buff, that she is a permanent part of the team. Yep. And that is crazy because she does a lot. Because she heals so long for 80 time accounts once she transforms. And she gains like 70 ki when she enters the field. Like, if they cover, like with Vegeta, Angel Vegeta, or like Samasu, Goku, Black Assist, like, you can easily just put her back in as like, yep, let me get back all that ki and just strike you again, shall we?
And more.
Yes, and more. It's just crazy how she does so well. Like, obviously, the team she has, she really needs more support, though. I can agree on that, because even though she is wonderful, how good she is, the team around her does not go well all the time. Because androids, for example, they do have a revive unit, but that revive unit is a blast unit and cannot tank at all. Like, getting slapped, and it's same in the region, even though they heal a lot. Like, it's crazy. You have like Majin Buu, you have Demon King Piccolo, and then you have this. You can literally continue comboing, then switch to Demon King Piccolo, steal Dragon Balls, Rising Rush right away. Because unless they have revived, you cannot do anything.
Worst case, you just lock him in with Fat Poo.
Yeah, that too. It's like you have the literally strong combo with this 21. And all her animation is still good to this day, because her animation is still unique to this day.
I agree.
You know,
she's
I just
definitely amazing.
Just looking at her stats, there's one thing, and I think this is probably the only thing I don't like about her. As a TOP main, can you guess what it is, Azdeek?
Her key restore speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so low, 2,200.
Even
Like if I
Zenkai?
look, yeah. Like
Yeah,
I
her
have the
Q-
max stats. If I put her on TOP stats, her friendship is 8 for me right now. She has 2,300. It is so bad.
Yeah, her key recovery is not really the best, but it takes. That is the reason why she gains so much key when she enters the field.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
but
gets
if you're
70
looking at
key.
TOP,
Like in
doesn't
TOP,
really-
she gets 70 key from her kit,
Yeah.
but that's only for one turn after she transforms. So that's not really helpful.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, and before transformation, well, at least the key restore speed is the same, but yeah, it's gonna be like, I don't know, 2,350 at friendship rank 10. So she still will attack late, but she's still, she's still useful because she has the HP bench. She does still hit very hard. She heals herself. Just the key restore speed is, that's something very important if you want to, make sure you can attack early and kill all of those units before they super you. She's not one of those units.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
if we're
that's
just
true.
looking at it strictly in terms of TOP and a regeneration team, I think Janemba is still better. The Zenkai Janemba. But
Yeah.
obviously for
One thing-
androids,
One thing I want to say is that, as Deke mentioned, a new fighters unit, and if you check the game files, there's actually one more fighters unit left to come. So
what?
you can expect,
Yeah.
you
16?
can expect another fighters unit to come this year because there
For
is
All
a slot
Stars.
in
For
the
this
game
All
files.
Stars watch.
No.
And,
It's more like
and
after
Angel-
the battle hours.
Angel Maris mentioned that Toshi did say something about Android 21 in the video and stuff too. So yeah, honestly, I expect it to be like either a base EVA 21 or like some 21 transformation type thing or something. I don't know.
We don't have a lab coat transformation to Margin 21.
Oh, that is
But
true.
that is a discussion for another thing. But
Yeah.
this 21 is amazing. 100% amazing. I'm so glad Zenkai 7 her. I have no regrets. Like, her teams are so good.
Dude, I've never seen Battle this happy.
And
I am so
dude, not
happy.
even for Super Warriors, bro. The betrayal on Super Warriors.
But I don't get support on Super Warriors. That's why I need some happiness, okay? I'm so
Look
sorry.
at-
Kakra
I
Goku
respect
Zenkai though. That's support. That's support.
Oh my god. All right, wait. Before we move on to battle, I have to ask you: trying
ahead.
your hardest to put your bias aside, where would this Zenkai rank? Like in the most recent Zenkais, for you at least.
To me, she will rank the number 2.
Number 2. Who's number 1 then?
Super Vegito.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Still very high though.
Yeah, but it's
I respect it.
because she does so insanely damage for the support she has. While Super Vegito has like limitless because of his being a Saiyan.
And purple.
Purple.
Yeah, purple.
And Saiyan.
So,
Have you ran
So,
this unit
yeah.
on mono purple?
Say what?
Huh?
Have you ran 21 on mono purple yet?
I did.
You have?
I had no fun with it though.
Oh, okay.
Why? Because it was too easy?
No, it's more like it didn't go well with me. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
everyone who wants to, I recommend that you do all the missions, dailies, and the battle gauntlet for this 21 because she is so good and she will be in your bench for androids and region the time to come because of the HP bench.
Yep.
Even if you don't use her, the HP bench is the one that helps you too. And that is insane with her stats with the HP C ability. That is why I'm hyped about this unit. That's why I'm so glad she got a Zenkai.
So is this
Yeah.
the best HP like a unit in the game now?
Probably in terms of not just abilities, but
Yellow
utility.
Broly is the best. Yellow
Okay,
Broly
yeah,
is
right.
the best.
Sorry, because he's yellow, and because he's yellow, he
Exactly.
will easily clap 21, right? Because he's yellow.
Bro, I'm wondering if this is a sign that we might eventually see a Zenkai Red God Goku.
This would be the worst meta for him to get Zenkai. Not right now, please.
Just eventually,
no.
eventually. Just
Yeah.
because, like,
I
they,
mean, eventually, yes.
they usually don't
absolutely.
Zenkai health buffers, but I don't know, maybe
Ooh,
just because this is like a
Green
fighter's
Mai
unit.
Zenkai. Green Mai Zenkai. Ooh,
Oh, that
that'd
will
be-
be the day. Yes, please
That'd
do
be
that.
cancerous.
I
That'd be cancerous.
agree with CVG there. Green Mai Senkai.
That'd make futures. Oh, man, that'd be so cancerous, bro. Dude, hopefully she bought Zenkai. She's Zenkai bought future too. So you get my Zim Zam, Zenkai bench.
Oh my god.
Zim
Okay,
Zam,
bench
get
for
out of here.
Samasu.
ZVG Zam.
Damn.
Zim ZVG. I don't know.
Yeah.
Zam VG.
The equipments for
Zam VG.
Regen and Regen girls and androids are perfect for 21.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. She is so good. Take it whatever you will. She is so good.
So good, so good. Sugoi.
And perfect for this podcast title.
Oh, that is true. That's actually true.
Oh yeah. Oh man, you mean for the number of the podcast?
Yes, the number.
The funny
obviously.
number.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I guess that's everything we wanted to say about 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm frantically trying to find this screenshot of this new game mode, but I guess it's not gonna happen. Anyways, that's gonna be the next topic. Is you guys saw that game mode that they teased, right? On the video and stuff. And it looked like it's going to be like what, a 4v1 co-op or like a 4 versus bot co-op. I could only see very little on this, but basically 4 players. And what I'm wondering is, do you think this is actually going to be 4 players against 1 bot? Or do you think that this is, I don't know, 4 players against another player? Or is it just 2 players with 2 bots or something completely different? What are you expecting from this? Because they actually said they'll tease us and not give us any info so we can speculate.
This just sounds like another Gilbert situation, honestly. That they're gonna tease us and they're never gonna mention it. But on some real shit, I think, I don't know, but hopefully it's fun. That's all I'm asking for. Hopefully it's fun. That's all I'm asking for, bro. Hopefully it's not just a carbon copy of the raid or like co-op itself right now, because that'd be so boring. Hopefully it's actually like something new and interesting and fun.
To me, I hope for one thing, that the Napa there is just there for show, and there are 4 players against a huge raid boss, like a Great Ape or Rudagon or
Bro,
Baby
you know for a
Janemba.
fact it's gonna be Napa there, bro. You know for a fact.
Yep, for life.
Yeah, but Great Ape Napa. That would work too. Like everything. That is what I want. A new game mode that excites people, like, just to use and gain rewards. Man, I've been talking to 21 too much.
Yeah, you're slurring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, I have no idea. And the one thing I hope is that you don't have to synchronize like a quadruple rising rush and then pick the same card as everybody else. Because I know for a fact that two dummies are gonna pick the green card every time.
I hope it's restricted to just friends. Like
4
you
players
can
is
just
4 times the
divide-
lag.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about, is like the connection-based stuff. Especially because it looks like it's going to be, like, I know we don't want it to be a copy of co-op, but it does. You can already tell it has a lot of co-op elements just from the way it looks. Even they have if you look at the images that they showed, you have the little link, right? The little link bonus or the link percentage right there on the right-hand side of the screen. But it looks like they're doing something different. Instead of the rush, I don't know if you guys remember, but on the image that they showed, it was kind of like a Z. It almost reminded me of
I said perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it almost reminded me of what Dokkan has, right? What do they have again? Where they fill up the little bar, and they had to tap the circles.
Yeah.
I forget what it's
What
called.
do you
but
mean, the
that's what it
Dokkan
reminded me of.
attack?
Yeah, the Dokkan, like a Dokkan mode or something. It's something called something like that, right?
It's a
That's what
Dokkan
it kinda
attack.
reminded me.
Sorry, I mean
is it?
Dokkan.
Okay. So what if we just had to like do the exact same thing? That's how we like max out our damage. Everyone has to get those bubbles perfectly. But either way, I'm more than happy with getting a new game mode. I've really wanted something new, something fresh in here. But 4 players, possibly 5 players, if you are considering that the fact that the raid boss will be an actual player, then
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
Yeah,
be
4
crazy.
against 1, and it's all 5 players, just 4 against 1. That would be interesting. That'd be very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on the image, we can see, Kid Gohan playing together with Tien, Krillin, and Piccolo against Nappa. And they're all shooting their key blasts, and you have to tap, and it's timed. You can see like a timer at the bottom, like 1.9, I guess, seconds.
so you have to spam it. The taps.
Time those taps. Oh, man. But
Oh my
yeah,
God,
this
I like
is...
those rhythms.
I mean, honestly, I hope that the game mode is gonna be playing itself differently than the others, because I remember Dokkan had this first version of the battlefield where it was kind of a side scroller, and you would have to pick units and go from left to right, and like the physical units were defensive and the agility units were like, I don't know, you had more attack stats and stuff like this. So it was completely different to the normal way of playing the game and the normal mechanics. And I really liked that. But then they also got so much backlash because it was super hard to actually complete it, that they just chose to go back to the original way of playing the game. And it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember that actually. Just went into the simulator thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my hope is that it's going to be a different way of playing the game. Kind of similar to what you wish for, Asdi, right?
Yeah.
And actually, this whole thing gave me an idea I want to talk to you about after.
Okay.
I'm also a tease. Let's go. Yeah. So what would your guys' wish be from this game mode? Like, what would you get? What you want to get out of it? Swift, what do you think?
I have no idea, man. If it's something PvE, then I just don't want it to lag. Like if you're gonna be connecting like 4 or 5 people, I want it to actually work. But yeah, I've always been more focused towards PvP. So if it's something like that, I would actually be kind of excited. I just don't know how they would format it for numerous people. But yeah, I have no idea, man. I'm excited though. I like new stuff. I always like new stuff in the game.
Fair enough. Yep. What about you, Battle?
Well, like I said before, I do expect that when we fight raid bosses, though instead of defeating, like that raid boss should have infinite health, and you gain points, like if you poison, bleed, anything, and see how long you can survive, and depends on that points, you get the reward. That's what I want.
Yeah.
All right, ZV. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I didn't mean to cut ZVG off right there, but
I wasn't gonna say anything anyway.
Okay. What I basically just want from it is just, I think the rewards just have to be really good. Essentially, the rewards have to be really good, to give people an incentive to play. Because as it is right now, as it stands, like even with the raid right now, I know people that are just like, I'm just doing my dailies, my 3 dailies, and that's it. I don't want to do the raid. I know, because even with the CC behind it, there's people that are just like, I've just stopped playing the raid. I've just stopped bothering with it, right? It has to be something fresh.
Because you got it so
new.
many times.
Yeah.
So many times, bro. Like,
exactly.
It's just annoying.
Yeah, I used to grind it like crazy, and I got super burnt out from it during the Legends Festival.
Yeah, and so like even in the chat, RMT had said you have the co-op dailies, the raid dailies, and now imagine if this one just has the new mode dailies. Like, that's a lot of dailies to be doing. This game mode has to be fun, or else people are not going to, it's a lot of dailies that you're gonna have to do.
Yeah, so I haven't even finished my co-op dailies yet. Sometimes right before going to bed, I'm like, crap. Do I really do this?
Yeah.
So I'm doing them right now. What?
Yes. So it has to be really enjoyable.
I kind of want Hoi Poi to be a permanent thing.
Why is that a permanent thing?
It should be. Yeah, it definitely should be.
All right. ZVG, you can say your piece now.
I wasn't going to say anything.
You're still not going to say
I just wanted it to be fun, and that's it, bro. That would be fun. Reward.
Fun, no lag, and yeah.
I guess those two kind of go hand in hand, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if at least as in, if there's no lag, it can still be unfun. But if there's lag, it's definitely not going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
So I feel like that's kind of a prerequisite for fun, and then everything else just builds on top of it.
Yeah, dude, because I'm really worried about the matchmaking. Because as it is right now, when you go into co-op, you go into raids, dude, and you find someone like a shallot, you instantly disband. Imagine going into one of these and trying to find 3 teammates and they all bring in level 1 shallots. Like,
or always just one of them. It's always just one of them to piss you off. Or it's always like a random person that also disbands because they don't like your character or something.
Yeah.
Well, Isaac is hilarious, man. That's a level 1 shot, bro. Oh yeah, I do understand. Yeah, dude, I went to the raid today, bro, and I found a red Kaka Goku. The red
The free-to-play
Saiyan
one?
Saga Goku, the free-to-play one, and he had 2 equips, bro. And
You
the
know what's
free
funny?
weakness.
I just literally found one of those in co-op right now.
Bro, that was like, nah, bro. Dude, imagine if we can't choose who wanna load in effect. That'd be pretty bad, honestly. Like there'll be a lot of trolls just running terrible ass units, bro, trying to mess up people's grind. So yeah, hopefully we don't get. Hopefully they put restrictions on it, bro. Honestly, like if you don't have these set of units, like if you don't have this level or something, just lock their ass out of it, bro. Honestly, like they don't even deserve to play it because it's gonna ruin it for everybody.
That's fair.
Honestly.
Alrighty. Looking at the time, Asdeek, what are you expecting of the battle hour that we are gonna get in February at one point?
Oh, dude, I have really high expectations for this. It was because if I remember correctly, the last battle hour, it felt like it took forever, man. It didn't. How long was it? Was it actually just an hour, or was it longer than that? I feel like it went on forever.
Wasn't it like a whole night or something for me at least?
Yeah, it went for an entire night.
If I remember, I feel like 5-9, like the stream went on for like 12 hours or something like that. I don't know. It might have. I'm not too sure, but either way, the reveals I feel like were really damn good, and the musical performances right there, right? Because I feel like they did the head chala, right, for the last one. We couldn't play it on stream obviously, but I really did like that a lot. And just because they revealed the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, I think this is going to be really big for fighters. I'm going to be real honest. I think they're going to focus more on fighters, especially because they're going to be getting the Lab Coat 21. So I see a lot of the attention going primarily there. And I feel like they're going to show off a little bit of breakers as well, because it's just DBZ overall, right? But if you're looking just at Legends specifically, I think the last battle hour was for Rose, right? The last reveal from the battle hour, I believe it was Rose. So hopefully we get something hype like that. It was still pretty cool to see. I'm not even gonna lie. It was really cool to see that the Rose in action like that. But if he's, I don't know. He has to be really good, right? He has to be good. That's all I have to say is if he's like as good as Rose was on release. Because Rose, he did get some value as time went on, right? As people were seeing like, oh, like at high stars, he's actually really good. I know a lot of people from day one of Rose releasing, they were like, he's an absolute menace in LBR game modes. But if you had him at low stars, it was like an absolute no-go. To this day, it's still like you need like at least like red star 2. Like you want to pump his stats up to the max. And so I just really hope for whatever reveal they do, whatever LF they choose to reveal, it's going to be good. I hope it's going to be good. The only thing is that we're going to have to wait a long time because I think they did the reveals at the very end of the battle hour, right? And I mean, honestly, like I'm excited for it still just because of all the DBZ stuff, but I personally, I'm not really going to be watching it just for Legends, at least for me anyways. What about you guys?
I mean, I will be watching it, but not the entire thing, and because time zones and time it doesn't really go well for me to watch the entire thing. But yeah, but I do kind of think because the celebrating of fighters and the release of Android 21, the Lab Coat 21, I feel like if they are going to focus on that, and they might get a collab there again.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Because we recently just got, like I've been talking, Purple Zenkai 21. And we might get an LF 21.
Oh, that matches up with ZVG was saying too, right? With the new Fighters character. I would love for them to like collaborate right there. They just meet halfway. We got Fighter celebration all around.
Yeah, that will be great. That's what I think at least. But at least for the Legend stuff. As for the other, like if Fighters are going to announce 21 and the DLC pack from new characters, that will be a thing. Yep. And more showcase of the Breakers and hopefully a new
ad like last time, a new ad. Like what was it, the
World Flight
ad? Yes, we're gonna get a new one of those.
So we can play in the break.
Yes. I hope you guys are gonna enjoy it.
I hope it takes 10 minutes.
Oh my god. But I hope they do more collabs, like not just with Fighters, like with Xenoverse. There are many other games too that could be a good collab.
Heroes, yeah, all of that stuff, man.
Yeah, Heroes, Dragon Ball Fusion from the 3DS game. Yep. I would love it.
Me too, man. Yeah, Xenoverse even too, right? Because they show a lot of Xenoverse. Even they had the little interactive like waiting lobby where it was kind of like a Xenoverse style. They could introduce like the Time Patrol or whatever, all that stuff, like Time Patrol trunks.
Yeah,
something
since
like
the
that.
models of the Breakers are from Xenoverse.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be if they are collabing everything, it might be that. Or if they are collabing with the Breakers, they might be getting new skins for Shallock, like have those clothes.
Oh, dude, imagine if you... Yeah, I would love, actually, you bring up a really good point right there. I think what I really want to see the most is... Because I'm a big fan of aesthetics, right? I really like the way like things look, like especially if they're pleasing to the eye. It's... If we had an event on there, like a Time Patrol event, that was somehow linked with this, the battle hour, and we got like a Time Patrol suit for Shallot. I would really like that, like free for everyone to actually get. I feel like that would be really neat.
Yeah. So it will be interesting because I kind of want the new stuff for Legends, not just new units, like new events and stuff would be happy. Sure, raid doesn't count, guys. Even though we got like 5 weeks, there was not 5 weeks, it's like 6 to 7 weeks. Like, holy moly, we did not need that many raids.
Bro, we're long overdue for like something for Shallot, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the story has been continuing slowly, way too slowly. I mean, sure, they want to take it a long time, but dude, we need a new transformation for Shallot. Like, goddamn. They even teased that last time, like, it's like, is he going to be Super Saiyan Blue? And then he turned red. God damn it.
Yeah. They
literally had the blue aura and everything, and then suddenly turned red.
Yeah.
But yeah, more collabs and stuff. That would be great. Or if they are going to do like support like sagas that we barely have, like Dragon Ball Saga. The last one we got was like Purple DKP.
Yep, on an all-star banner. Like it wasn't even really Dragon Ball Saga centered, right? It was just a unit on an all-star.
So it's just oof.
Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of stuff that can come out of it. I'm excited for it. We will be streaming it here on 5-9 Gaming, so
be ready for it, guys.
Yeah, it'll be probably a long one.
As Deke with the promise here. Alrighty, guys. I think we're gonna cut it off here. We're gonna take a quick break, and we will be right back with the questions from chat. As always, donations will take priority, but we'll answer as many as we can. And with that said, we'll see you back in 3 minutes. All right, we are back. And today's MC of the questions is going to be Battle Amore. So please
is your connect. Oh, I'm sorry.
Put your questions in the chat right now, and we will try and answer all of them. Let's go.
And I will say, please give us questions. We kind of want to see what your question is about. Let's see. What are your guys' top picks for the Zenkai? Ask Esko Saitama.
Spoilers.
Yeah. There's a lot of options, right? I mean, a good candidate would be Green Piccolo. He still needs it, like he's needed it for so damn long. Not even I don't even care like what kind of place he has in the meta, right? I just want him to get a Zenkai just because he was part of the OG units that came out on release, and he's just Goku got one, the Super Saiyan Goku got one, the Vegeta, the base form Vegeta got one, the Broly got one, so we just need Piccolo and we need Pan.
And Pycon.
Oh yeah, Pycon too, I forgot about Pycon, my bad.
Yeah, it's interesting, Pycon. When it was first released, that Pycon was the strongest unit, and then when more support came, it was the weakest.
Dude,
bro, I want to see the green LF Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. I really want to see him get a Zenkai.
He would make God Key amazing, bro.
Well, that and the fact that Ultra Gogeta is just everywhere, so it'd be nice to have like a strong green. But then again, there is mono purple all over the place too. But I think if you can balance your team with like a green and a yellow unit, then you can actually counter mono purple pretty well. And God Key has yellow options with Evolution Vegeta. So I'd be really excited for that. Like my original like idea with him getting a Zenkai was I was kind of nervous about it because obviously it would really help Future as well. It wouldn't just be God Key, it would be God Key and Future. But now with Ultra Gogeta all over the place, I wouldn't even have an issue with it. Like, I think just go ahead and give that green Vegeta a Zenkai.
Yeah. He deserves it.
Anyone else?
If not that green Vegeta, honestly, the red Rosé, I know that's like a fan favorite right there too. Everyone wants that red Rosé to get a Zenkai.
Yeah, I would actually be down for that. Well, the cool thing about him is, I believe, if I can remember right, doesn't he go type neutral?
Yup.
So that would be cool. That maybe that is a red unit that could do decent in this meta, but obviously, yeah, you'd still have to watch out for Ultra Gogeta. But I would definitely be a fan of that Zenkai.
I would be a fan of green Chi-Chi Zenkai. That would be amazing. She has that 80% damage against Sound Family. It's going to hurt every time you face Sound Family. It's like slapping around. It's like, that's fun.
Yep. What about a fusion counter? Like, what if they Zenkai'd that red Janemba and they gave him like an insane buff against fusions? And they like let him go type neutral, and they just absolutely made him busted.
I was about to say.
They are gonna give a Janemba Zenkai that, bro.
Well, what unit has is most likely to actually counter fusions like that, or have like a unique ability where they have like a buff against fusions?
UI Goku.
UI Goku? Oh, okay. Yeah, honestly, it was Kefla fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he does have it already. I think he has 30% more damage against fusions. So if there's Zenkai, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, then shall we go for the next question from UN? With how good free-to-play Frieza has been for LOE, has your expectations for free units increased? And more importantly, do you ever think that event-exclusive team ever being viable? Yes, please. Let it be.
No.
That is my hope.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yes, come on.
No. No.
CVG,
No.
please, bro. Let us have that.
Don't be like this, CVG.
No.
But don't be like this, Palm, too.
They completely forgot about that thing for like a year, bro. Like, they don't care about it, honestly. They really don't.
No, they don't.
They haven't even finished the Legends Road Zenkais.
They're scared.
That's never getting finished at this rate, bro. Honestly.
That's what I'm
That is
saying.
Never getting finished.
But
It's more proof for your point.
But why are they scared of doing it? Why are they scared of finishing off the Legends Road Zenkais?
Well,
They're not scared. They just don't care.
No, I do believe at one day in the far future it can be viable eventually, because honestly I thought the meta was going to shift in a lot more of a different way when the free-to-play Gokus came out. Remember when they were just only buffing sagas? I thought we were going to get more units that buff sagas, dude. Like, and then they completely like abandoned that idea. They're like, oh yeah, this is terrible. These Gokus came out terrible. The reception of them was terrible. We are no longer going to be doing main abilities that buff, or the Z abilities that buff sagas anymore. Because after them, did we ever get another unit that did that after them?
No.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, the year's gonna be 2030, and the team would still be ass, and Azik would still be.
I'll still be running it.
Coping
or something.
Yeah, coping, bro. I will cope with that team till the end of time.
I feel like they changed that from C abilities to equipment instead.
Oh yeah, they did with the plat equips, where they have it like exclusive to Buu Saga, or
yeah, exactly.
See, I don't like that change either. Like I feel like they could have explored that avenue. Because they were honestly kind of like pulling from Dokkan in a way right there, and I liked it, but then they completely abandoned it. And, well, I mean, I guess they moved it over to the Platinum equips.
Okay. Anything else about this, or shall we go back to the next question?
I would say the only thing to answer the other part of the question is that my expectations for free-to-play units have skyrocketed, right? That's why I was such a free-to-play Koku hater, right, quote unquote. That man came out and I hated so hard. I still hate that unit. I'm gonna continue hating that unit. Koku?
Who, Koku?
Yeah.
Koku.
Yeah,
Bro,
I know he's been getting love.
He's really good.
I know he's been getting love, bro, but honestly, it's just mono purple. I'm gonna be real honest with you, chat, and you guys in here. It is just the effect that mono purple has. If you're having a 3 times
and the
Zenkai
boost
boost,
is carried him.
yes, exactly. If you're having a 3 times Zenkai boost and you're getting a featured boost, like, and if you don't do good, then I'm gonna be pissed. Right,
Bro, he destroys Dragon Balls. What do you mean?
Oh my god, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, that's just how I feel in this situation. But free to play, or not Goku, free to play Frieza has been amazing. Free to play Rose is amazing. Like even down to Ultra Omega Shenron, dude. Absolutely beautiful units in that aspect right there. So if they release like some rink-a-dink free to play units, man, I'm gonna be really hurt.
And they will.
Yeah, if they ever make units like the free-to-play Gokus ever again, dude, for a third anniversary event, right? If we get something like that for a 4th anniversary event, where they give us 6 units that are all just awful, can't even be ran on the same team. I mean, now they can, but at the time of release, those Gokus couldn't be ran on the same team. So it was just like, it was so damn bad. It didn't even feel like they were giving us a gift. It felt like they were giving us a burden.
Because you had to do the dailies there as well, not forget about it, so you could get him the 14 stars? What do you mean?
Yeah. It was bad, bro. Like especially for content creators, dude, because I remember when those Gokus came out, I just kept getting comments where like, use all of the 6 free-to-play Gokus on one team. And I remember
What?
like, yeah, I kept getting those
Suicide mission.
Yes, dude. I think I did do that team, and I think it took me like 2 to 3 hours to record that video.
Bro, I'm still kind of bummed that those free-to-play Gokus like weren't like set up to where you could run them together. I remember when I first I still remember when I first heard about those free-to-play Gokus, I thought that that's what it was. Like they were just going to be all on one team. And then they came out and they all had different tags. I was like, this makes no sense.
Yeah. It was really disappointing to say.
But let's be real, they weren't going to be like meta changing anyways.
Yeah.
What?
That is true.
Bro, blasphemy.
Well, let's go to the next question. Sammy13 asks, do you think with the new DB movie coming out, DB superhero movie coming out in the next few months, we can expect the characters there to be featured in the game or not? I expect that when the movie is released, we are probably going to get a banner or like event and free-to-play units. Yes. Like with the Broly movie, we did get Fury Broly when he was released.
Mm-hmm.
When the movie, and then we got Purple Broly to summon with Gogeta.
And that was like right on the money too. Like it was like spot on. Like they didn't even delay it. Like it was like right there, like just parallel to the movie releasing that they released all the stuff in Legends too, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was a thing. So that I think it will be probably happen this time too.
Yeah, some Android buffs. You guys can look forward to Android being at the top, especially with the 21 Zenkai.
Okay, next question.
The thing is that they will always jump at the opportunity of like new characters so that they can, kind of extend the lifespan of the game again. Kind of like in Dokkan, where they just reprint the same character with, like a slightly different artwork and stuff like that. So obviously new characters means that all of the Legends or all of the Dragon Ball content and games, the whole franchise just gets more stuff. They can make more figures that collectors can buy. They can make new characters in their games with maybe new mechanics that maybe are also introduced in the movie, like a certain, I don't know, either it's just a special attack animation or two characters doing something together or whatever, so that you can kind of repurpose that. And I guess that's kind of the whole almost like self-propelling mechanism. They can introduce new stuff with the manga, with the anime, with the movies, and then the entire franchise can just kind of regurgitate and reuse that just to extend everything. So of course they will bring them, but I'm assuming that they will also stretch that out a little bit like they did with the Broly movie, where of course they're going to cash in on the hype and release like 2 units, like frame 1. Also kind of like they did with Ultra Instinct Goku on Dokkan, I think, when it came out in Super, and then the next day he came out in the game. So they're not going to miss that. But then of course, now we have Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku, but we still don't have the mastered one, and everybody's waiting for them. So, I guess that's how it is. And we also waited so long for a Gogeta Blue.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. That's why the Dragon Ball franchise can never end, bro. Like Legends is gonna rely on like this content, bro. Like the Dragon Ball needs to start back up so we can get more characters, so we can extend the lifespan of Legends, and even Dokkan, bro. Like it's just good for everyone because they just leech off of each other. Because what are they even having? Because I know Dokkan's anniversary is coming up soon. I know this is the Legends podcast, but I don't know if it was a meme or not. I was seeing on Twitter that it's going to be double Gogeta I'm not too sure if I would just I fell for the bait, but if that's the case, that kind of feels weird. I wouldn't want a double Gogeta celebration.
I think it's a meme.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
I think it's actually like serious. I think it's actually like, serious.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a real potential for it to happen. Like actually.
Oh my God.
Yes, I don't want that to happen in Legends, honestly. Like, I'm sorry, Dokkan players. I have respect for the game, but I don't want
enough.
double Gogeta.
Especially
damn,
not right
RMT
now,
also
bro. Not right now. Now's not the time for that.
Yeah.
Maybe like a year from now.
Okay then, next question from RMT7D. Do you guys feel like LF from now onward should be on the level of Goku and Vegeta, or will that be bad for the game?
The thing is that, because I'm sure ZVG and most of you guys will agree with this too, is just the fact that these LFs have to compete with the best units. They have to. Like, I know people don't want them to get power crept and stuff like that, but it's a gacha game. It's gonna happen regardless. No matter what you do, it's going to happen. So it's like, what would you rather do? You want them to keep releasing like these mediocre units and we're gonna fall into the same era that we did with FSK Gohan? Remember when FSK Gohan, every single unit that would come out after FSK Gohan got his Zenkai were just not up to par with him, so FSK just continued to dominate for so damn long. So you have to eventually power creep them, man. Like, there's no other option. You have to at least make them on the same tier, or you have to make them better. You can't make them significantly worse, in my own opinion.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, my opinion. I mean, I think that they shouldn't be on the same level because Legends Festival, let's face it, they won't be. And I feel like there needs to be. They should be close enough to compete and to, make other teams meaningful and useful again, but they shouldn't be on the same level because otherwise the whole hype for Legends Festival is kind of gone. And people won't,
I agree with
people
that.
won't be anticipating, what do you think they're going to release this year for Black Friday or for Legends Festival? And everybody's starting the speculations and everybody's starting, just building up the hype train, which is also necessary for them to, sell what they want to sell us. But on the other hand, they still need to be meaningful and not like Bardock, where you're like, okay, he doesn't even have a spot on any team. And there is a leader slot, so there should be something.
Yeah. They have to be impactful. They can't just die on release.
Yep.
Or they can't just be like, where they release and then they're like, okay, that's great. I'm going to keep running my Gogeta. I'm going to keep running my Goku Vegeta. You guys can have your Bardock. I'm going to keep stomping every other player in the game.
Agree.
Yeah, I agree. 100%, because we don't really want the OP of LF to be similar to Goku and Vegeta. It's just going to be very, very painful in the long run. Especially if it's a Saiyan.
Yeah.
Then all of them can just be on the same team, and then we all fucked.
Yeah. It's funny too, because the thing that I'm most worried about, Palm, is something that you actually told me, is like when you're eventually going to be bringing in 3 units that all are tag units. And then you just have basically 6 elements on your team.
Dude, that's such a brain fuck, dude. Imagine you have to juggle. Okay, this unit is purple, but also counters, anti-purple, reverse purple. But then there's this red unit that is also reverse red, so he's good against blue and weak against yellow. But now his tag unit is currently in the reverse yellow state, so I can kill him. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's gonna be absolute madness.
It's a very painful thought.
It's gonna happen one day, though. I feel like eventually, once we get all these tag units, you're gonna go 6 elements versus another team of 6 elements. Jesus.
Okay, next question is from Angel Maris. If an LF21 does come, what typing do you think she would be and color? What do you guys think?
We don't have a red 21 yet, and we don't have a yellow 21 yet.
Yeah, I would want yellow.
Yellow, really?
Yeah.
Even given with a TOP 17, you would replace him?
Yep.
Okay. I really do I have a bias towards TOP 17, but I know he can.
Dude, the 17 is so good, but it doesn't hurt really to have more yellow android units. I mean, we have 18, but she at this point is power crept, though she is still good to this day because there are so many Saiyan running around. But once she faces a non-Saiyan, it's so hard for her to do stuff.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah. So, sure, 17 would be good. I would really like a yellow, though red would fit really well. I feel like yellow would synergize better with the characters.
Yeah, I think the one thing with reds, though, I feel like a red unit in this day and age, in this meta, they have to have, like, type neutrality, right? It's the only thing.
Yep.
Yeah, if they are making her red, make her type neutral.
How long do you think until they actually release a unit that goes not type neutral, but that just has type advantage against whoever?
Oh my god.
It will take a while, I think.
It just has it on
It
their
must
strike
be
cards.
a very busted unit.
It just has type
Yeah.
neutrality on strikes.
Yeah, or just, you know, like, okay, main ability gains favorable air element factors against whichever unit they're facing. So even if the opponent switches, you know, they're still screwed.
Okay.
That kind of sounds
true.
pretty crazy.
That does
Yeah, I
sound
think
pretty
it sounds like it could actually be bad for the game. Or as
Yeah.
Flieger says in chat, dark type, pretty much.
Yeah, a dark type or a light type.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so that's it for this week. We hope you enjoyed your time over here. As always, don't forget to check out our link tree. It's in the chat on Twitch. It's in the description on YouTube. And the podcast itself will go live on YouTube about 25 hours from now. Yeah, so if you want to rewatch it or miss parts of it, you can go there. Other than that, we wish you a great week. We'll be back next week on Saturday. That's very important. We switched around the Legends and Dokkan podcast time. So we will be back on Saturday because the Dokkan anniversary is at a time where it's not out yet when the podcast happens. So we decided to, you know, postpone that for a day so they can talk about the anniversary stuff and it's fresh off the press. And we'll be back on Saturday. Asdik is going to host this one.
Yeah.
Be nice to him because he's dope. Dope like the Pope.
And we are not? Okay, I see how it is.
No, you're not. You're not going to be there. What?
God.
No,
Hello,
but
darkness, my old friend.
cry more. So be sure to follow all of our all content creators on their social medias. Jonathan just put them in the chat. It'll be in the description box as well. And it's only for next week. So we'll be back with 71 on a Sunday again. So just next week is going to be Saturday. Thanks for the question, Scotty. With that said, we're going to raid off and we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one, everybody.
Later.
Later, chat.
See you guys.